What's up, everybody, and welcome back to BDGC. Josh Baysinger here, and I'm joined with Jason Griffith.
What's up, guys?
We've got some more BDGC tournament coverage for you. Please subscribe for more disc golf videos if you haven't already. We're at the 2017 Tennessee State Disc Golf Championships. It takes place in Morristown, Tennessee. This is the lead card at Rotary Disc Golf Course at Franklin Reno Park. After 54 holes, we've got Chris Dickerson, Colin Carter, Dutch Napier, Logan Bowers, and James Snappy Cole. These guys are rounding out the lead card. This is part one, the front nine, which will start out on hole number 4 because the FPO was playing and they were starting on hole number 1. So hole number 4 is a 500-foot par 4, which is a beastly hole to start your morning out on.
Yeah, it's a very tough tee off here. It's just a weird angle.
Yeah, it's basically what you want to do is throw one kind of like a placement shot. You can see Dickerson here, Prodigy sponsor Chris Dickerson, is going to be trying to flick one out. Just try and find a small gap there. There's a bunch of gaps, but nothing too wide. So find a gap, pick it, throw at it, and hopefully you can get through out into the landing zone out there. Dickerson unfortunately hit an early tree, so he's still going to have quite a toss to get down to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Here we have Innova sponsored Colin Carter going with a flick as well.
Wow. That's pretty far out there.
That's a pretty good shot, but he's on the left side.
Yeah.
The basket, as you can see, as Corey turns around here, it's way down there with drop off behind. There's no real OB in place. In play, I'm sorry. Dutch Napier has a good flick. He finds a gap out, and that's pretty much a placement shot you want on here. If you try and bite off too much, then you're probably going to hit a tree.
That's the danger of this hole.
Absolutely. Now Snappy here looks like he's lining up a roller, which is something I've never seen on this hole, so we'll see what he can do with this. Sits down.
I was wondering if Corey was ready for that.
Corey's always ready. Huge shout out to Corey Murphy. And that is an excellent shot right
wow.
there. He's looking at about 200 feet. He's already knocked off 300 feet on this par 4 here.
That's crazy. This is a pretty far forehand to be throwing.
Logan hits a tree and gets caught up on the right side. Dickerson's still got quite a ways to go as well. You can see he caught an early tree. It is very open once you get out into the opening, but getting out into the opening is the hard part.
Yeah. Wow.
It's coming in nicely.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Leaves himself a putt. Now, there has been a lot of par 4s during this tournament, as you guys have watched our coverage, that a lot of par 4s that we didn't necessarily agree with, and I know a lot of the pros don't, but this one, in my opinion, I don't know about Griffith, but it definitely plays as a par 4.
At the very least, not so much soft par 4.
Yeah.
If you make it out and then you have a great shot, wow, that's a great shot.
Like that right there, yeah.
I mean, if
that's his third shot, though,
yeah.
so he's going to be carding par 4 right there.
It's just all about making it out on the tee box.
If you can get your placement shot out into the open, you can do what these guys are doing and toss one down and give yourself a putt. Dutch had a good drive. Just a soft flick.
Nice.
A little bit too much skip there,
Okay.
but he's got a putt.
Oh, yeah.
As you've seen from the other videos, Dutch is an excellent putter, so he shouldn't have any problems with that. Snappy with the longest drive here. This is absolutely the longest drive I've ever seen on this hole. Just a nice toss.
Sit down. There you go.
Great shot.
There is a drop off behind the hole,
Yeah,
which you see.
Colin found it.
Yeah.
That is not OB unless you go into that football field down there, but I don't think anybody's ever went down there unless they had a really errant shot.
I'd like to see that.
Excellent birdie putt right there from Colin.
Don't hurt yourself running up that hill now.
Dickerson looking for a 3 as well. See what he can do. No problem. So far we've got 2 birdies in. Dutch lining up for a birdie as well. Such a great putter.
Yep.
As you can see, he gets himself and he gets ready in his routine, and he makes it happen. Snappy here, James Snappy Cole. We actually got to film a Pro versus Joe's video with him. We had a great time filming with him, and we also did an in the bag video of him. I'll put links up in the corner to those, so make sure you check those out. Looks like we're walking away from hole 4 with 4 birdies, which is really
Pretty good.
hole.
Yeah.
Moving on to hole number 5. It's 335 feet. It's uphill the whole way, and the basket's tucked into the right side of the woods up there. It plays a lot longer than 335 because you can see it's
uphill.
It's uphill, definitely. It's not very steep, but it's inclined the entire way. So
this one seems to always just get me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I come up shorter than I think I'm going to.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Dickerson's going to throw a roller, which is definitely a very good play here. If they can get the distance and get it to curve in, you can see the basket right in there. He went a little bit long past the basket, so he may have a putt, but it's kind of hard to see from that angle. He might have some trees in the way. Colin, excellent flick game, so he's going with his forehand. And that's a great shot. It takes quite a throw to get it up there. I know they make it look so much easier, but as you know, the pros always make it look a whole lot easier. We're not getting it up there unless we have a good drive, in our opinion.
Yeah,
so,
like the perfect drive.
yeah. Snappy is going with a roller here, which I don't think I've ever seen any AMs do a roller.
Not that I know of.
And he goes on past the basket.
Ooh, he's
past
into-
hole 6's tee pad. Halfway down the fairway of hole 6. So he's got a lot of work to do. That shows the arm that Snappy has.
Goodness.
Logan looking for a flick as well. I always think he's lining up a backhand left hand when I see him going to the flick.
Is that what you...
Sometimes he holds it in his left hand, so it kind of throws me off.
A little early.
Yeah, a little bit early. He probably not going to have a putt from there. I'm sure he's going to try and run it, but
It's just thick over there.
yeah, it's pretty thick. Snappy's still got, I think, about 120 feet back to the basket. That's
Wow.
a great shot.
It's hard to get in there if you're close.
You can see Dickerson has a putt here. It is a long putt and a couple trees in the way. We'll see what he can do with that.
That's a nice bid.
Yeah, very close. You can see Logan here on the right side. He's got a lot to deal with over there. At least going to get a par. So par is definitely a good score on this.
He's definitely saw something.
Dutch looking for a 2. Oh, close.
Yeah, it's just a little too thick over there.
Colin with a very good drive and a good putt. That's a great birdie. You don't see a whole lot of birdies on this one.
No.
While I know these guys are probably looking to get a birdie every time on this hole, I think it probably gets in their head a little bit more than they think off the tee. Like I said, 335 feet, but the uphill, it definitely changes the distance of that quite a bit. Although they would like a birdie here, I would say they're completely content with walking away with the par on this hole.
Especially Snappy with how far his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Collins walking away with only birdie on that hole, and the rest par.
That's gotta feel good.
Collins at 40 down now, so he's only 2 strokes behind Chris Dickerson. He's birdied the first 2. This is hole number 6, 310 feet. Basket, yep, you can see there.
Wow, that's
Great
insane.
shot. That is a great shot. This hole does play downhill, so just like we mentioned on the last hole, the grade changes the distance. So I would say about 280 maybe. This one plays as.
You're basically just trying to get through the first little thicket of trees at the beginning of the opening. You just got to find your line and just hope it makes it through.
Dickerson a little bit high, and he got knocked down on the left side.
You definitely can't throw it high on this hole.
No.
There's too much going on up top.
Yeah. There is OB on the right side. You can see those. Oh, you can see something on the tee pad there. You can see his disc drop down in the woods right back there. I have no idea how Corey caught that, but he did. I was mentioning the OB. There's a net that goes all the way to the top of those large telephone poles you see there, and you'd have to go over that to be OB. So unless they're playing a big, huge hyzer over the right, the OB doesn't really come into play. Looks like Snappy left his a little shorter than he wanted. Logan's going to go with the flick. It's looking good. Oh.
Yeah, this is surprising that it got these guys, to me, really.
I wouldn't say this is a gimme hole, but it's one that these guys are definitely wanting to walk away with. Great approach from Dickerson. I think he hit the pole there, so that's from where he was. That's really good.
Dutch is going for this.
Looking at about nothing, but somehow he makes it work.
I thought he was going for it for a second. I was like, oh, I can see that.
You can see the net there I was talking about. OB doesn't really come into play, so Logan with a nice soft putter shot, put him right under the basket and walk away with a 3. Snappy, I can imagine, is looking to do the same thing. He might be giving it a bit of a run because he's a little closer than what Logan was. Oh yeah. There's Corey Murphy in the background there. Colin tapping in his birdie. It's 3 birdies in a row. He is coming into this. I failed to mention earlier, this is actually the final round of what will get you into the final 9. This is round 4. If you're not on top after this round, then you're not going to make it into the final 9.
Yeah.
So these guys here are going for it, trying to stay up in the top 4. Moving on to hole number 7, it's the 400-foot par 4. I definitely disagree with this par 4.
Yeah.
I think the next hole should probably be a par 4 before this one should.
Yes.
It's kind of a straight shot, but you can see there's a little bit of a hill there.
That's just insane. To get a forehand up on the hill up there.
That is a lot further than what you would think to get down there, but a lot of people don't take a 4 on this hole.
No. I see this as a 3, and then hole number 8, it's marked as a 3, should be marked as a 4.
Yeah. That's one of the things, since this course has been in Morristown, that I know at least us, I don't know about all the locals, but a lot of people think that this one should be a 3, and I agree with it.
Yes.
Dickerson with a good roller there, but he got stuck on the rock down there. You can see the basket right there. Corey zoomed in. Looks like Dutch is going to throw a roller as well.
Oh.
I wanted to keep trying to spin after it hit the ground.
If he missed that tree, that's going right up there.
Yeah, absolutely. No surprise, Snappy's going to be going with a roller as well. It's 3 out of the first 4 holes. Snappy went with the roller. He's got a huge arm, and if he didn't hit that tree right there, he just like Griffin said, yeah, he would definitely be up there near the basket.
He's going a little far.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have ended up in that thick stuff right over there, which they have cleaned it up quite a bit before this tournament, so it looks a lot better than it has in years past. Dutch looking to toss one up there and hopefully get on the top.
Yeah.
He's got a long putt. Looks like Snappy's going to put a little bit of Anheuser.
This is a hard shot. This is a hard backhand shot.
Absolutely.
Get in there. He got in there. Wow.
Shot.
It's a tough angle right there. I've been there multiple times.
Mm-hmm. As you can see, most of these guys, they're good run from Logan there. I thought that was going in.
Yeah. I did.
Dickerson looking, if he could put this in here, it is, I'd say about 110, 120 out. He could still card an eagle.
Okay.
Dutch looking at a very long putt here. He did make it to the top of the hill, but he's on the left side.
Wow.
What a putt. Great putt from Dutch. It's not necessarily a hole that you're going to walk away with a 2 on unless you have a really good drive, but I just don't see very many 4s here. That's why we think it should be a par 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a 2. That's an eagle right there. That's a great putt, great drive from Colin. He played this hole perfectly. So if you look back at Colin's scores, he's making a huge charge.
Mm-hmm.
He birdied the first 3 and then eagled this one. He's looking to win states, guys.
He hasn't been a pro for very long.
This is his first year playing as a pro. Dickerson looking to card the birdie. Good putt. I mean, you know that's got to be getting in Dickerson's head. There's no kind of live scoring for this, but he's right there with him, so he's probably counting the strokes in his head. He knows that right there, I'm sure he knows that tied him and Colin up at the top. So great charge from Colin there. Moving on to hole 8, 375 feet. Like we said, marked as a par 3, but I definitely think this one should play as a par 4 before hole 7 should. They're kind of going to be going with a placement shot here. There's no aggressive way to really get up there. Just kind of flick one around the corner and hope for an approach shot. Basket's, it's pretty far uphill once you get around that corner.
Oh yeah, just getting around the corner is the main thing, but they get it out a lot further than than any of us can.
Definitely.
We're just hoping to make the corner. These guys are hoping to make an approach shot, like an easy approach shot for the basket.
You can see these guys are all landing in about the same spot. So they're just kind of doing a placement and trying to bite off as much as they can in the placement, but they know there's no real way to be aggressive for a 2, so really no sense in going for a 2. Now, I have heard stories about in years past Will Schustrick going on the right side through those woods right there. It's obviously grown up now, so it's not there anymore, but I've heard stories of, I think they said Will Schustrick actually 2'd this hole by going through the thick woods over there. It used to not be quite as thick.
Yeah, wish I could see that.
Yeah, I would love to have seen that. If anybody's got video of that, maybe Brad Beck does. If anybody's got video of that, I definitely need to see that.
Yeah, Snappy came up a little short, hit the early tree that most people do hit when they're flicking. But that's a nice approach.
Absolutely great shot.
He's right there at the split tree, so from that to get there from where he was at, that's really good.
Definitely. As you can see, they're just trying to toss something up there. Basket's right in between those two tall trees. Dickerson going on the outside, hoping to fade in.
There you go.
And that's a good shot. Colin looks like he's going on the left side. Oh no,
nope.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that. That's a great shot there.
Yeah, the danger is you hit any of these trees on the approach, you could be rolling right back down the hill.
Yes,
Happens
you definitely could.
Happens to more people than it should.
Yeah. Just a quick, great shot from Logan there. He almost put that one in. Just a quick warning to anybody that plays this course, that hill can be kind of treacherous if it has rained. So if you play this course, be careful going up and down that hill.
Chill out on the way down. Like walk.
I wish I could say I've never fallen down that hill. As you can see, these guys all just kind of did a placement shot off the tee, a soft approach up to the top, and put a putt in for a 3.
Except for Snappy, he had a longer approach.
Yeah, Snappy did have a long approach.
So he's got to feel good about that.
Oh, definitely. I would say this is one of the most forward par 3s on the course.
Yeah. You missed that initial gap. You're getting a 4. Well, I can see
there all 3s. Colin and Chris are still tied at the top. Moving on to hole number 9, 305 feet. It's kind of straight, but the basket's on the left side after those tall trees there. Kind of an easy shot. You definitely want to try and pick this one up if you can when you're playing this course. Colin going with a forehand roller.
Got out.
Yeah, he got out on the edge. He's got a long putt, but he's you can tell he's charging. He's got caught up to where Chris is, so he's definitely going to be running that. Dickerson looks like he's going with a standard backhand shot here.
Oh, skip shot.
Playing the skip. Now, Griffith, didn't you? I think you said you talked to Chris and he said he was trying to play for the skip there.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was an early release or he was trying for a skip. Now seeing it on video, he was trying for the skip. But
great shot from Dutch.
It was the wood down there. I didn't think it would be good for a skip, to be honest.
I think he was playing for the skip. Another great shot from Snappy there. He's got a putt. Well, as I was saying, I think Chris was probably playing for the skip, but maybe not quite as early. I don't think he wanted to hit that early.
Okay.
If you can get to the edge there, you can definitely get a skip towards the basket. Which I didn't talk to him about it. I know you did. Ooh, Logan with a forehand roller. Now that roll there is not OB. So he rolled out and then back in, but that would not have been OB if he had went out. As you can see there, if Chris had made it just around those trees right there before hitting the ground, it could have definitely skipped up right near the basket. Oh, it's going to be a good run. Those limbs right there just kind of stopped it. Colin sees that Chris is definitely getting a 3 here, so he's got to be aggressive. If he can make this putt, then he takes the lead.
It's a little bit longer than it looks on camera right here.
Definitely.
Okay.
So these guys are going to be tied up again going into the next hole. Shout out to Corey Murphy. Excellent photo bomber there. Corey walked around with us and filmed the catch cam there this tournament, and we can't thank him enough for all of his excellent work.
A little low.
Snappy looking for a birdie.
Oh. Even though this seems like an easy drive, easy hole, it is a good birdie.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good get.
It's a lot harder to get to the left side where that basket is than it looks. Those trees, those guardian trees, definitely do what they're supposed to do and guard the basket.
Now, that being said, if you do make it through on a hyzer, you're getting up there.
Oh yeah. Dutch taps in for his birdie there. He absolutely parked it. That's a great shot from Dutch, and the rest of the guys are tapping in for their pars. You can see Griffith there.
I did not know this.
BDGC's Griffith right there walking around with the pro.
Didn't realize I did that.
Moving on to hole number 10, 310 feet. This is an absolute definite must get.
Easiest hole in Morristown.
Well, at least on the course, on this course. I don't know if I would say in Morristown, but
most wide open.
yeah. This is one that these guys, they have to park this hole. They have to take a 2 here. If you don't take a 2 here, you're more than likely losing a stroke on the field. There is OB left. Looks like Colin's going to be flicking over across the OB. That road there is OB. Didn't get the skip he was looking for, but it did roll back a little bit towards the basket.
There's a little ditch to the left there.
Yeah, he kind of hit the edge of that, and it just kind of stopped any sort of skip. Dickerson. Looks like maybe a putter, just a soft toss to get down there. Maybe a mid-range. I'm not exactly sure.
Wow.
Parks it. So that's putting the pressure back on Colin. Colin was moving his way up the scorecard, and Chris parked it, and Colin's got a long putt, so we'll see what he can do. Snappy a little bit on the right side. He's got a long putt, but hopefully he can make that one. Logan also going over the OB.
Wide out.
Very wide.
Hit the same ditch.
Yeah, you hit the edge of that ditch, and it just kind of stops it. Colin did get a little bit of roll. Here he goes. Here he goes looking for his birdie. Oh,
little low.
So Chris is going to take the lead back on this hole. Once again, like I said, make sure you check out our BDGC Joe's versus the Pro with Snappy. We played him down at a course in Virginia and Georgia. I'm sorry.
Georgia. It was a great course.
And he absolutely demolished us.
Yeah.
1 versus
Spoiler
5.
alert.
Yeah, spoiler. Sorry about that. If you haven't seen it, he actually shot the course record during that round. So make sure you check that out. Good birdie putt right there.
That's nice. He needed that.
Hopefully he can get back on track. Like I said, this is the round where they've got to make their way up to the top so they can get into the final 9. 5th place and down is secure after this round. So, definitely not what Logan's wanting coming into this.
You think Dutch is going to make this one?
I would say yes. Dutch makes just about every putt. So. Good birdie from Dutch and Chris and Snappy. Looks like Colin and Logan are going to tap in for their 3s. I'm sorry, Logan already got his in. So we got Dickerson at 44 down, and Carter is 1 stroke behind him at 33 down for the lead.
Shooting a hot round.
Yes,
500.
definitely. Moving on to hole 11, which I would say right after the easiest hole on the course is probably the hardest hole on the course. 485 feet. It's a par 4. It plays about 6,000 feet, I feel like.
It's so uphill.
Now, what these guys are doing here, do not think you're going to come out to this course and do this. That is an absolute crush right there.
Yeah.
That's a great shot from Dutch. I mean, it's uphill the whole way. Like I said, 485 feet, but Dickerson is stepping way back behind the tee, and I wasn't ready for this, and he just comes running up and trying to get as much distance as he can. He doesn't quite turn it over like he wanted to. You can see it's turning out on the left side over there, fading down. He's got an approach shot, but it's going to be down at the bottom of a hill. Snappy's got a huge arm, as you can see here. I have never seen a drive like this on this hole.
What in the world? He didn't even look like he was trying.
Snappy has some really huge distance.
You seen Chris with the run up, Chris Dickerson, and then Snappy just walks up.
Colin had a great drive as well. I know he plays a lot of forehand, but don't sleep on his backhand because that was a great shot right there. Getting up here where these guys are, it takes a lot of power. Logan turned his over a little bit, but he's still pretty far up there.
It's all about getting distance on this hole.
You can see Chris here, he's down at the bottom of a hill here. He's not in the OB. There is an OB soccer field behind him. And the basket's up to the right of that big tree right there. You can see. Oh,
I can't
hit the pole.
I walked over there with him to look at that line. I was like, oh, there is a line. And it's not that hard.
He hit the pole on this 485-foot par 4 on his approach shot. That's amazing. Colin's sitting up there for a birdie 3 as well. I've only birdied this hole maybe 3 times. So that tells you, I know I'm not that good of a player, but, ooh. Dutch running for Corey there, it looks like. This is definitely, these guys are making it look so much easier than it is.
Yeah, these guys are making it look like a par 3.
It's
not. It's not a par 3.
Snappy with absolute best drive I've ever seen on this hole. You're looking at a eagle putt on this hole. That's amazing.
A jump putt on this hole. That just blows my mind.
Dutch taking his time getting in his putting routine. He's down on one knee, and he makes it happen as always.
That's a tough line back there.
Logan focused in on the basket. No problem for him. Dickerson also with a birdie.
I like this. I like seeing these guys just tear this hole up. It's probably my least favorite hole on the course.
I've always said that as well. It's just really hard for Am to bite off any distance on this hole.
There's
a star frame.
Yeah, that's insane. Now there's fun hard holes. To me, that's just not fun going up that hill.
Moving on to hole number 12. This is the last hole of the front 9. 355-foot par 4. Definitely does not play as a par 4. These guys are trying to run and trying to land near the basket.
Well,
Dutch does exactly that.
This has got to be the most, I think, wrong parred hole. This is a 3.
Yeah. If you take a 4 on this hole, you've done something incredibly wrong. You can turn it over and go into the soccer field on the right side, which is OB. That could cause you to get a 4, but that would have to be quite a turnover.
Or you could go into the woods. It's pretty thick in there.
It is very thick. All these guys looking to play the hyzer line, just I don't know what they're throwing, but I would have could get a fairway driver or maybe even a mid-range down there.
Yeah.
Snappy hits the trees right there in the middle of the fairway. That's the one thing you do have to deal with here. It's not completely open down there. You could go hyzer over the top, but to me that's just trying to put too much on it. Now, Carter looks like he's going with that kind of line. He went over the top. And it seemed to work out. He hit on the left side of the fairway down there and dropped down on the edge of the trees. Logan as well going with the backhand. That's early.
That's very early. He's going to be in there.
He didn't get catch cam on that, so he's more than likely in the woods there.
It's very thick in there.
Snappy, just as you can see there, these guys, even if you hit the trees on that outside, you still have a jump putt. Now here's Logan going into the woods. You can see how thick it is in there. It's you definitely don't want to be in this side of the woods.
If you're looking to get a...
If you're wanting a birdie, yeah, if you're wanting a birdie here, you have to make it around the corner there. Logan tosses it out.
Oh, God.
For an eagle 2.
What the crap? I'm tossing out there. He's tossing it in the basket.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like I said in the video before, Logan is so scrappy. If he gets caught up in anything, he finds his way out, and you can see in the chains from in that. That's amazing right there.
Yeah.
I just can't say enough about that shot. Chris looking to get an eagle 2.
Good bid.
Yeah, good bid, but not quite there. Carter did hit the trees on the left side. He almost followed that line with that hyzer shot, but he did hit and drop down. So he's got a putt, but we'll see what he can do with this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here's Dutch. just looking to tap in an eagle here. As we said, you know, this one, I think we've all got this one in 2 before.
Yeah.
Numerous times. So it's not impossible to get a 4 on this, but you're more than likely going to be walking away with at least a 3 on this hole. Chris looking a little bit bummed out after that. I think he was definitely going into that hole thinking he was going to card a 2. Looks like Dutch and Logan with the 2s on that. Once again, that amazing shot from Logan. That's going to do it for the front 9, guys. As you can see, we got Dickerson still holding on the lead at 46 down, but Colin's right behind him at 45. He made a huge push there, and hopefully he can make some more things happen on the back 9. Guys, we want to thank you for watching. As always, please click like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends, and help promote disc golf in your area.
Thanks, guys.